Hello Bricky fans to another review, and today I'm reviewing a revamped version of the Skull Scorpion mech. Before I go on to this review, I'm going to have to give credit to the original maker for this mech, which is News of Ninjago. I'll put one of his videos down in the description, but this is a revamp of his mech. I know it looks very similar and other stuff, so before I go on to this review, that's all I need to say, alright? So yep, so it looks very similar, but there's a couple new things I added to it. So yes, let's go ahead and go on to this review of this mech. I call it the Infurno Scorpion mech revamp. I don't know what it's actually called. I'll look at one of News of Ninjago's video. So yeah, so let's go ahead and go on to this review right now. So, something good about this mech. I guess I'll say this, most of the parts used for this mech actually comes from the Kai's Fire Mech. Actually, almost all the parts, so it's very easy to assemble. For News of Ninjago, I didn't use any instructions for his videos. I just looked at what it looked like in the video, and I made it look like this. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty good at building things while seeing them, so that's kind of nice, actually. But the new pieces I added, I guess I'll say, would be these trans orangish reddish type of CCBS shell pieces for Bionicle and Hero Factory. I think they look pretty decent actually on this, that's why I added them, but I'll explain why in just a moment. And also the tail looks a little bit different than it usually does, I have to say. Yes, I know it's not like the tail used for his, which he used Kai's Fire Sword obviously, but I kind of made it a little bit more longer using a trans orange type of, I forgot what these pieces are called. If there's like any big LEGO fans who watch my channel who know what this piece is called, please tell me. I'll probably thank you for that, but yes, and my camera can't focus, but yeah, that's basically what I use for this mech, which is pretty cool actually. I think it adds a little bit to this little mech. I guess I'll consider it a little bit of a bootleg mech, but it's more of a revamp. And yes, I obviously randomly went on to like why I chose like the parts for this mech. Well, not all the parts, but with the bottom, I don't know if it looks like this, but I've seen in like the review that had these like little tiles under it. So I decided maybe I think these two tiles fit together for some reason, or maybe I could be wrong. But if News of Ninjago, if you're watching this, please tell me, because I'm kind of wondering like, does it have these flat tiles underneath the mech? Because I'm kind of curious for that reason. And yeah, the design is very similar actually on top of the mech. Like very, very similar. But it's hard to show you, so yeah. But I try not to copy his design too much, actually. I actually made this, since this was actually a part that was upside down. I flipped it over, so yes, I think for his mech, it looked like this. Oh, dang it, piece came off. Look like this, so I actually decided to flip this around to make it look a little bit different than it actually is, which gives it a more scorpionish effect, a little bit more like sleeker effect just by turning it. So yeah, I think that's kind of ingenious by me actually by doing that, so it's not that bad. And for the legs are the same. But like before I did this review, I seen that I made like a flaw with the legs. I should have kept them how they were, but I decided to keep them on how he did in his review for his mech. But I basically kept it similar to this. Like it's actually these exact same leg designs I used for the actual mech a few months ago when he did the video. So yeah, that's kind of unoriginal, but still, it's kind of nice. And if I take off the figure, I guess I'll clearly show you the cockpit. So yeah, it's nothing that bad. The design is very original. I can obviously well, not very original. Let's just take this off, I guess I'll say. So for this thing that not I designed, but he designed, I tried to make it look exactly like how it looked in like the review. I know it's probably very accurate, but I tried to make something a little bit different. I just seen these golden flat rounded tile pieces, little stud pieces, so I decided, since I didn't see any of these like red pieces under there, I could have seen probably one of this well, I'm making no sense right now, but yeah, so I decided to add one of these red things as eyes. I could be wrong, he probably put them in the mock, but I'm not truly right, so yeah. But, yep, that's basically what I try to keep the design very similar, except add some new things. That's usually the reason why I added some new things, but it's kind of nice. Like I said that multiple times, it's nice on mock. I like how he created it. So yeah. Another thing too, I guess I'll say on critiquing his mock, since I guess this is partially his mock, is that I like the use of this gold piece near the tail. Well, the reason why is because it kind of gives it more of like a cockpit type of look to it. Like someone could actually climb up here and just sit up here, like an actual minifigure. Even though I think the minifigure for my mock would get burned or something, but yeah, it would be pretty interesting actually. And I have to say this part also pops off easily. This part, I guess I'll show you, since this randomly happened in the review. I guess I'll show you. If you want to make the mock, which I hope you don't, because I have no idea why, but this always pops up constantly, like all the time it pops off. So be careful when you build this mock. I won't completely share the design, but ask news of Ninjago before you make this. I know that I didn't, and I know you'll be mad, but we're good friends, so you probably won't be that mad, so that's basically why. And another new thing, I guess I'll say, so earlier during this video, I said that why I added these orange, trans orange CCBS shell pieces, it is because, well, the mock looked bland in these, like, solid red, translucent, or not translucent, what the heck, I guess I'll keep that as a blooper, but still, non-translucent type of shell pieces. So yeah, they look pretty neat, and I said that too many times, and I'm looking at a script at the moment, but yeah, I must have wrote that. Well, I didn't know there, well, whatever, let's just keep that for comedy. But yes, these shell pieces look kind of boring and not very good for a mock. So I decided to take it upon myself and add these, which I think were pretty ingenious of me. Like I said that multiple times as well. But yes, they were very, very ingenious. Even though that's like a slight modification, I think it's something new to the mock. I think it's something, gives it more of a fiery effect than his normal mock that uses these solid red, CCBS shell pieces used for Bionicle and Hero Factory, which I think there are number 3 shell piece. But yeah, I think I pull off the design very well, and I think for him as well, how he made the mock, the design went well. And if you're wondering what figure I use, well, I'm using him for this mock. He's not a Master of Fire, but this is Ignatius, if you guys are wondering how to pronounce his name. It's not Titanango Studio's brother, I have to say that. But this is Ignatius, the Master of Quick Travel. If you want to read the story of Ignatius, I'll put it down in the description below, so check that out. But yeah, this is Ignatius, the Master of Quick Travel. So yeah. And it's just a very simple figure. Try to make him look like Zora in a way and act Zoro, but that's basically it. So, that's basically it for this review. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I will be continuing doing more reviews in the future. At the moment, I don't have that much money to spend on Lego, on like the sets you guys want me to review. But probably by the end of this month, or probably next month, I'll probably have a lot of Lego sets to review for you guys. So yeah, so don't worry. And that's basically it. And and the other thing too, is I forgot to rate this. So if I were to rate this set, I would rate it probably mock, not a set. I sound really stupid. But yes, I would rate it probably out of 10, probably 8. The reason why I would give it an 8 is because it usually, Looks kind of bland at some parts. Looks like it's very, very boring. But in my opinion, it's perfect. It's completely perfect. I really enjoyed it. And I recommend you guys make this mock if you have the parts. And if you can try and make it look original like mine. Or just revamp it. Just try and revamp mine. Let's just see if people can do that. I don't recommend you to do it, but let's just see that. So yeah. And one other thing too is that this mock is brilliant. It's used all the Kai's Fire mech pieces. So yeah. And I guess I'll say this again, but adios, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys there. Bye!